everybody, Jason Burmis here, and more Jeffrey Epstein revelations, some of which are going to come as no surprise to the people that have been following this case. And obviously, the big headline from yesterday, Epstein and I have everyone on videotape. Ghislaine Maxwell alleged to have confided in her socialite friend, Christina Oxenberg, all the way back in the 90s. Okay? So if you read this on the bottom here, we were alone. She said many things, all creepy, unorthodox, strange. I could not believe whatever she was saying was real. Stuff like Jeffrey and I have everyone on video tape. Now let's talk about this. Maria Farmer in 1996, went to the FBI and the NYPD. She has confirmed that not only were they using pinhole cameras in the bathrooms and bedrooms, but that the surveillance room was individually manned. In other words, human beings were in there watching and recording. Let me repeat that. Watching and recording. Here's the next thing, and I think that this is extremely important as well. We now have Virginia Giuffre-Roberts saying that every single room was being filmed. She has seen the video rooms. I've even seen some of the pics. Why are the feds taking so long with arrests? Every day I wake up hoping that someone has been held accountable, and every day I wake up disappointed. Remember, Virginia Roberts is the one that is currently in two separate cases with Dershowitz alone. One where he sued her and she had to countersue him for defamation. The Ghislaine Maxwell lawsuits, the one where we were able to get that 2,000-page data dump, but the 10,000 page is now being ruled on whether or not they are judicial documents or there are national security interests and trade secrets in them. That's reality. We've covered that here. We've showed you the documentation. Now again, Maria Farmer was completely ignored, and everybody seems to whitewash the fact that she talks about not Jeffrey Epstein, not Ghislaine Maxwell, not Prince Andrew as the head of the snake, but guess who? Les Wexner. Let's say it together. Les Wexner. When you have somebody who is a mogul like Wexner embedded in the modeling industry, but in reality, not only part of the mega group, but, I don't know, the Wexner Foundation, I don't know. And they're calling for propaganda to be used on the American people to keep them in the Iraq war after Saddam had been taken out, which was obviously successful. You have somebody that is not only embedded in our foreign policy, but global policy. That's the reality. That's just one of the reasons I believe Epstein was protected. Now, I want to point this out. Virginia's been on fire. For $500,000, if Prince wants to play, he will play. So says Fergie, a.k.a. Prince Andrew's pimp. For those that don't know, that's Prince Andrew's ex-wife, is Fergie. Yet none of this is ever mentioned again. How is this possible? Why are neither of them locked up? Think about that. She's not only calling for Andrew and what Andrew did to her, but saying that Fergie not only knew, but maybe, just maybe, was his pimp. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Virginia Roberts is saying that. Here's where it gets interesting. She says, arms dealing, sex rings, the list goes on. Hashtag royal scandals, hashtag Epstein cover-up, hashtag corruption. And let's talk about the arms dealing, because guess what? No one ever wants to talk about that. That's the big shh. Sure, the kitty rape or whatever and all the clientele. We'll focus on just some of those clients, not many of them. And no one's going to get arrested, and we'll really take the focus off the fact that none of these cohorts have been brought in, Ghislaine Maxwell especially, but that this was a network, that this was an enterprise, right? In multiple locations. The fact Zorro Ranch has never been raided, but it all goes back to power, money, and arms dealing. When Vicky Ward came out and said that Epstein was close with Adnan Khashoggi, you have to ask yourself, was he helping facilitate perhaps the finances and money laundering that is often involved in high-level arms deals? And of course, Khashoggi is notorious for being involved in what? Iran-Contra. And since we know that Epstein goes way back, and then he buddies up in the 90s with who? Prince Andrew, who also happens to be the UK's arms dealer. See, the royal family, they like to act like the royal family has no power. That's 100% horseshit, okay? 100%. In fact, right now, the Queen of England could absolutely step in on the Julian Assange case, say he is not going to be extradited, and that would be the end of it. That would be the end of it, but that's not going to happen. And when we say queen of cover-up, and the cover-up crew is in full effect. And unfortunately, Virginia Roberts says, here, I don't understand why no one's being arrested. And this person says, no one's ever going to be arrested. I pray you are wrong. What these monsters did to me and so many other children is pure evil. I have to believe there is some kind of balance in the world. And that's why we do this, to try to bring balance to the world, to let people know that now we have another person coming forward saying not only was it the bedrooms and the bathrooms, but all the rooms were under 24-hour surveillance. We now know that we had manned people in these areas taking actual physical tapes of these people. We know. The FBI knew back in 1996. You must look at Maria Farmer's story and her sister's story, and how Maria Farmer, when she was of age, was sexually assaulted by Ghislaine and Jeffrey in Wexner's home and then held hostage. And then her younger sister, who was not of age, was molested by Epstein. And that she did go to the proper authorities, and that she was Epstein's door girl, and that she did see Alan Dershowitz coming in the late 90s, going upstairs where underage models were doing work. What do you think was going on? But again, when you have the predator class, when you have somebody like Epstein, who is facilitating arms deals with some of these people, of course they're going to cover it up. When he's got intelligence connections that maybe FBI, CIA, Mossad, could go beyond that, right? They don't want you to know. That's why Acosta refused to answer that question in his press conference to try to save his job. When he was asked about the reports that he told the Trump administration he gave Jeffrey Epstein that sweetheart deal, well, he was told it was above his pay grade and that Epstein was intelligence and to leave it alone. Yet, when the Department of Justice comes back in, starts investigating before his arrest in July, and doesn't wrap it up until after he's dead, they say there's not one scintilla of evidence there was any corruption in the sweetheart deal that Jeffrey Epstein got. And Bill Barr's telling you he killed himself. These are the facts. This is what we're living with. So guys, thumbs this video up, subscribe, share. We're going to keep up on this. As you guys know, I am going out to D.C., and boy, what a fiasco that was. I'm going out to D.C. I will be there, hopefully leaving Sunday night. Just so everybody knows, okay, first of all, my car rental thing was a total fiasco. They would not let me. We regret. You see, we are unable to rent you a car. So the car that I thought I had booked, no. So instead of spending, I was going to spend $600 and get 2 back. I just had to spend $800 to get 2 back. And that's without any gas or, that's the car. So people think that I'm like working people in my fundraiser. I'm not. First of all, I do this for free every day, 3 to 7 times a day. We try to hit 5,000. I really hope we can hit 3,000 by Monday when I'm out there. I'm going to be broadcasting live from some of these actions for Assange. You guys that have donated, Jamie Robb, thank you so much. Edward West, Kristen Hem, thank you so much. You know, we try to tell the truth here. We try to get on the ground. But this trip's going to cost me easy, $1,500. No doubt about it. And when you look at how much I make in a month, it's not much. I got 2 kids I'm helping take care of. I got a dog that's on medications. I'm not chubby, but I like to eat. So guys, if you want to support independent media, consider donating. Remember, I also have this Rockfin account where you're going to get, 5? At least 5 a week. 5 exclusives a week on top of some other stuff. You pay $9.99 a month, so it's better than a Patreon or a Subscribestar or any of the other horse shit that's out there. You can sign up for free and follow me, but if you endorse me, you not only get those videos, which are 20 extra videos a month, you get everybody on the platform. So it's like a Netflix for creator. I appreciate everybody's support. Again, remember, I am a documentary filmmaker. Okay? You can check out all of my films for free right here, right now in the documentary playlist section. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order to Find, especially if you want to find out about that Epstein network without Epstein being in it. Invisible Empire will let you know what that network is like. And then, of course, Shade the Motion Picture. Guys, I'm really looking for taking action with Assange. Super stoked about it. Can't wait. Absolutely love you. And I'll see you on the flip.